Ready?
Okay, this is It's Casual. Jonathan, bring us in.
Will do.
That was Jake Allen.
Out of tune strings make me channel my inner Jake Allen. What can I say? Out of tune. God, I cannot. This thing just gets progressively more out of tune every time I do the intro music for this.
Well, you can tune it before the show.
I did. But this thing, my God, I've heard these things, these 12 strings have been better used for canoe paddles. And I'm starting to believe those people to say that.
I would think that you wouldn't have to tell the audience that it's out of tune. Just play.
Sorry. Sorry.
Just play. If they think
some people might not know.
He's still playing a nice song.
Yeah,
I just sounded like Gilbert Gottfried. He's playing a nice song. It might be a little out of tune, but he's playing a nice song.
Oh, me.
So we're 1 minute late because we were trying to get everything set up with Jay tonight to get Jay on the show.
Yes.
Third time's the charm. I think we got the right combination. But first, I'm going to send a message out to Mr. Eddie Brill, one of our good friends. He's feeling much better now. He had COVID for a little while, and he got it here in Florida, where I'm from. So I wanted to talk to him about that. And I was hoping that maybe he would ring in tonight, or maybe in a show a week or two from now, so we can talk to him more about that. We'll see. A couple of weeks ago, we had Chip Kopp on our show. You might remember him from Montana. And he had a cute little raccoon, and he showed us a whole bunch of other animals that he rescues and saves, and then sets back out into the wild. So I think Renee's got a clip here we can show of Chip Kopp and one of his little animals.
This is Randall, and Randall's an orphan raccoon that's she's exploring. She took a hideout on my back. All right, little one.
So that's what Chip Kopp does. And
then there was a response.
We got a video from another raccoon that Chip Kopp had taken in. I think his name was Binky, if I remember.
This is Binky.
This is a video that Binky sent us.
All right.
Hey, I'm a raccoon. My name is Binky. You probably saw on the show.
I can't hear him.
It's as loud as it gets. I don't know.
I was living with Chip Kopp. And I was very happy there. You probably saw me crawling all over him, and I'd become very dependent upon the guy, And here's what happens: he actually re-releases you into the wild. Yeah. So he's gonna take me and put me back out in the forest again, and I got it good here. I want to stay here. If I go back out there, it's a jungle out there. So I just want to warn the other animals, if you ever come in contact in Montana with a guy named Chip Kopp, it ain't gonna last for very long, baby. All right, he's gonna get rid of you. He's gonna take good care of you, make you feel fantastic for a couple of months, and then he's gonna release you back out into wild. Man, I am hyperventilating right now.
So as you can see, he was in my studio here recording that. So that was Binky.
Oh yeah, I love that guy, Binky the raccoon.
Hopefully, we'll have another exclusive interview with Binky later.
Oh yeah, he needs to be a regular.
Find out what it was like at Chip Kopp's house.
Oh yeah.
What it was like out there. Raccoons don't expect much. So we'll find out, what Chip Cop does with his underwear. So tonight,
we don't know. We don't ask. We don't ask. Don't tell.
I see, but that's the kind of thing I like to ask about. So we got a show full of music again this week. I got 2 musical guests this week. We have Jess Cantley coming up a little later on. But first, third time's the charm. I hope this works. We're going to have Jay Thompson coming up to the board.
Here he
11th
goes.
hour miracle.
He's not
There he
freezing,
is.
folks. That's him.
He's not freezing.
Live.
He's
so glad to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Can you
Thankful that
play
you're
us
here,
some
man.
of your music?
So I'd like to play a song called Find a Good Circle. It comes off of an album that I just got done recording. The album's called Into the Light. And all my albums, I tend to write everything huge, big. I can't just write one album. I have to do 2 or 3. So there's Through the Darkness and Into the Light, and they both go together. And as soon as I get all the CDs burnt, then I'm going to be selling them. But this song is called Find a Good Circle, and it's all about surrounding yourself with good people, like people on KMH, SDF, you guys.
Yes.
Spare pick.
Rory, you're muted.
Unreal.
Thanks.
Rory, you're muted.
Oops, sorry, I turned off my clock.
There we go.
Yeah.
That was a great
There we are.
instrumental.
Thank you. Had to
That
get
was
the nose at the
absolutely
beginning. I'm good now.
beautiful.
And I recognize that curtain behind you. The first time I saw you on Socially Distant Fest, you were in front of that curtain. And it was in broad daylight, and the curtain was, the sun was coming in from behind you.
Yeah, this side of the window.
Yeah.
That's whenever I put up my PayPal address, it's not my name. It's this side of the window, and everybody wonders, what the heck are you talking about? It's all
yeah. Every time
I do most of my writing.
You've been outside.
Yeah, most of my songs are all written right here.
Wow.
I see.
But,
okay, can you play us another one, please, sir?
Yeah,
we're getting a lot of people texting in as you play.
Thank you.
Before you do that, Jay, can I just say I hear a lot of sort of Michael Hedges' influence in that piece, and in a lot of your pieces. Was Hedges a big influence on you?
Not really. I can't say.
Wow. But if you go back and listen to his stuff, especially a lot of his later stuff into the 90s, I think you'll hear a lot of parallels between him and you.
Heck yeah, I'll definitely have to check them out.
Sounds like a plan.
So this song is called The Symphony of Life. It's the last song off of that same album. I wrote the album about going through depression. And, the first album, Through the Darkness, that really goes through, the whole album is pretty sad. And then Into the Light is, coming back out into the light. So the Symphony of Life is like the grand finale of the whole thing about, just being happy. So I call this my closer most of the time. I love this song.
Do the happy songs tonight. When we can see your face, we know that's the end of the song.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
All right. Some of my tends to be a little lengthy.
No shame in that.
The people in the crowd, Diane Marie was saying, "Wow, smoking," and Tom Cheshire was yes, and a lot of people watching now, enjoying the music. And one person who just said Facebook user said the music is awesome, but his hair flipping is just cinches the deal, just sells it. You like nature? You're into nature.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Tell us about it.
There's some places around Northeast Ohio where I'm from that are pretty cool. I mean, a lot of the people from my town, they don't like the town here. They think of it as, it's a very poor town. They think of it as, there's nothing to do here in Ashtabula. So I like to go out and show off all the things that they're overlooking because they're right out there. Places like the waterfall, which is there's a little baseball field where I live, and
I've seen you at a couple of waterfalls actually.
Yeah, in front of the baseball field, there's a little trail, Indian trail, that goes all the way back and around by the river, and that's where to find the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And there's places like that. There's the old iron coal bridge in Ashtabula that you guys haven't seen yet, but I'm going to show you that one next. It's pretty cool. It's a big, huge old coal bridge that goes over a river in the harbor that they stopped using long time ago, but it's kind of a landmark of Ashtabula. So I got to do a show there.
Well, there you go. And I've seen you in front of a covered bridge, I know.
Yeah, the covered bridges. Ohio is famous for our covered bridges. I'm sure they're all over, but yeah, we've got a whole crap load of them, like 20 or 30 or so, all in Ashtabula County. So I had to do, the covered bridge shows too.
And you have a beach.
Yeah, Lake Erie.
Saw you at the beach. Awesome. Is there a significant other for you that supports you in your music?
Oh yeah, my wife Kaylee. Yeah, she's out in the other room with my 2 kids at the moment. But yeah, I mean she keeps the kids occupied while I do my thing, or she's working all the time. So usually you don't see her very often, but she's there. I love her.
Awesome. Now, all of us have, gone through the pandemic, as you said earlier, and we've let ourselves get a little shaggy. Is this the natural Jay Thompson look? Is this the Jay Thompson look that always, or?
Oh, it hasn't been before a couple years ago. No, I think I'm gonna probably keep it going because I like it now. This is the first time in my life that I actually like my hair. I was, being a redhead in school. None of the kids liked my red hair, so it wasn't until I started doing this stuff that I started liking it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna grow it out to about 18 inches or so, and then cut off 12 to give to wigs for kids. And then that'll still leave me with about 6-ish to keep and throw around and start over again.
If you have the short red hair, then you look like Malachi from Children of the Corn, and that's no good. So people like the hair flipping. They like it. This is a good look.
I don't have any lyrics, so I gotta compliment the music with something. There's the background and the hair.
Yeah, but like me, and I think we've talked about this on previous shows. I love instrumental music. I love people that do original instrumental music. I grew up listening to soundtracks to movies. And so I love instrumental music of all kinds. I love classical music, and I love movie soundtracks, and I love original stuff like you do that just knocks my socks off sometimes. It's good stuff.
Yeah, take you on a journey kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Jay, with Rory's question in mind, who are some of your guitar influences as you were getting into it?
Yeah, so most of my life, ever since I can remember, I've been a huge Pink Floyd fan. That was my dad's favorite band, so it was my favorite band. And that I've had other favorites come along, but I think Pink Floyd has always been like the one. Other than that, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Tool and Perfect Circle, and I'm also a huge fan of post rock, which is a genre that nobody really knows much about, and it kind of goes along with a lot of the music that I'm doing. So I try to get people to check out some post rock stuff whenever they can. But
who are some names that we would recognize from that?
If you want to check out a good post rock band, check out If These Trees Could Talk.
Okay.
Or God Is an Astronaut. Russian Circles. You start off with those ones. Those are 3 of my favorites.
I'm going to one-up Jonathan's question just a bit and ask you, who are some of your heroes?
Some of my heroes?
Yeah. Not just Pink Floyd, but your heroes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, David Gilmour obviously is one of the top for me, but I had this, I don't know if this is almost embarrassing to say, but back when I was a teenager, I was very angry, and I needed something angry to listen to. I needed angry music in my life, and that's why I make the kinds of albums that I make now. I'm trying to help people that are going through a tough time, and what I needed back then, going through there's a lot of child abuse, and I had a schizophrenic mom, so things were.
Oh man.
And I listened to Korn a lot, believe it or not, and hearing Jonathan Davis scream all the things that I needed to hear, because he was screaming about child abuse, he was screaming about getting bullied in school, all these kinds of things. That was exactly what I needed to hear, and it pretty much saved my life. Between that and there's another one, Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. All that music is very depressing, but very angry at the same time.
Right.
So
yeah,
it was perfect for somebody that needed something. I needed to scream. I was just so angry from day in and day out living with what I was going through with my mom.
You needed an outlet for your angst.
Uh-huh.
So who turned you on to those guys?
Uh,
Did you just find them on your own?
Yeah, I pretty much just found some friends of mine, other kids in school.
Hey man, listen to this.
Yeah, pretty much. I try to get out of the house.
It rocks.
I try to get out of the house as much as possible, and I stay at other friends' houses, and all the time they're like, "Yeah, check out this, check out that." That's not. Of course, I brought my guitar. I was always hanging out at band members' houses. So
there you go. Who do you listen to now?
Now, it's a whole lot of the post rock right now.
Mm-hmm. So the names that you had mentioned before to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of debating starting up another project that'll be fully orchestrated with electric guitars and drums and everything. And if I do, it'll be post rock kind of stuff.
So you're recording in your home now, or are you going to a studio to record?
Yeah, I have a setup in my house.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's nothing fancy, but it's just a little like a 12-track, 3-bank recorder, so it's actually 24. But
what would your dream existence be?
My dream existence.
I wish I could just write books like Stephen King and not have to work anywhere else. And just author and do my shows on social media. That would be my dream existence. Or to be a voiceover talent. But what would be your dream existence?
Well, I would have my own vineyard, first off, and a winery. And then in the back of the winery would be a nice big stage where I could always come out and perform all the time. That'd pretty much be
come in and do tours of your vineyard and you do shows for them. Oh, that's cool.
Play at my own winery instead of other wineries.
Where can we look for you in the near future?
What's that?
Where can we look for you in the near future?
Right here on Facebook, I guess.
Socially Distant Fest?
Yeah. I've been trying to land some gigs in wineries, like I was saying, and actually, believe it or not, I've yet to. None of them I've only tried a couple of them, and they haven't answered me back. So I'm guessing it's not their style.
Get your CDs together, yeah. Start sending those out to people.
Yeah.
These songs were awesome. I'm hoping you'll do one more for us.
Oh, sure, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Can I play one that's a little more rockin'?
Sure.
Go for it.
So this comes off of an album I wrote called It's About Time -Tales. I wrote 2 time albums, Heads and Tails. Heads talks about time everywhere that it affects our lives. And then Tales, all the songs are about time when it gets weird or strange. Like up at the North Pole, you can stand or on a boat or whatever, on the North Pole at the point where all the time zones come together into one point. So what time is it there? So I also wrote a song called The South Pole, but I didn't want to repeat the same theme over. So I changed the name of it to No Time Left at Antarctica, because not to get gloom on you guys, but whenever I think about Antarctica, I don't think there's much time left. So this song's written in 11/4 timing, so if it sounds funky, it's funky.
That was beautiful. Thank you. And we got great messages from Lorraine, from Sandy, from
Unreal.
Joanna, Charlie T,
Unreal.
Julio, Rose, Sylvia, Chip Cop. Hope you saw the earlier part in the show.
I did.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. We're going to bring up Jess Cantley. I hope you will stay for that. Maybe you guys can compare some notes. Another talented man.
He sings great.
Yeah. Let's bring him on up. There he is.
What's up?
Hey.
Hello, Jess.
Good to be here, y'all. What's going on?
The two J's, Jay and Jess.
The Flying Jays.
So with another long day.
Jay, you sound awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
Jess, I know you're saying, how the hell am I going to follow that? But I know you can do it.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you perform. Play a little something for us if you could.
All right. You got it. I got to check my own tuning here.
You'll get
This is a song
points from Bob Ross for doing that, a fellow West Virginian.
He's in his casual clothes right now playing along. He told me he was going to be here in his casual clothes playing along.
Good. Is the sound coming through okay?
Yeah,
you sound really good.
And I am so happy that Jay's signal was so clear tonight and so smooth.
And that good signal on Jay's was an 11th hour miracle. He came through crystal clear literally 2 minutes before we went live. And
that was at 8 o'clock.
Yes. And one thing more before Jay goes off the screen, he will be the lettuce in the BLT show here on Toronto My House tomorrow night, around 8:30 Eastern time.
Yep.
So I would suggest doing it from your laptop again.
Yes.
Well, I don't have to go through StreamYard for that one. I can just go.
That's true.
So I always, I never have a problem.
Okay.
No, great. He never has a problem on the regular stream. All right, Jess, lay one on us.
All right. I remember caribou coffee Sunday morning, and I forget the dog. I know I was cheap, and I spent those nights convinced I was mourning the loss of something I shouldn't even keep. And I remember losing it between the fiction bookshelves, a crippling realization that I did it to myself. It wasn't the relationship that left me blinded, it was everything reminding me of myself. See the way these things go, it's about who you know. Come on down, see the show, meet me in the front row. You'll bask in the glow of a cheap radio, and I'll recite the best quotes of Henry Thoreau. Did your dreams sell themselves, or were you forced on alone? The bottom floor of the bank carries the heaviest load. The safe's built like a tank, it could withstand a cyclone. Since before you were born, inscribed on the headstone. As the world evolved into the monster of your childhood, do you dream of more, or fight to find a reason why you should? They'll tax more than our checks, and this should be well understood. And man, you could be the next, you could fight them off like Robin Hood. See the way these things go, it's about who you know. Come on down, see the show, meet me in the front row. We'll bask in the glow of a cheap radio, and I'll recite the best quotes of Henry Thoreau. Kingdoms and dreams and feelings collide with everything that I had in the back of my mind. I was in the back of the stacks with the nosebleeds, memorizing all their names. See the way these things go, it's about who you know. Come on down, see the show, meet me in the front row. We'll bask in the glow of a cheap radio, and I'll recite the best quotes of Henry Thoreau.
Yes. All right. A little choppy, the signal, but we're okay. We're okay. It's smooth enough to where we can continue forward. But that was nice.
Cool. Thank you.
So, the first question I've got to ask you: you look very young. How old are you?
I'm 26.
I looked up, okay, you're actually much older than I thought you were. I thought maybe more community college age, junior college age, but okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
you need to get one of these. People think you're older.
I did just get my associate degree, so I'm not that. I'm an older community college.
So the people your own age, people in their mid-20s, how are they reacting to what you're doing now?
See, it's hard because, for one, there is no music scene in my town. I live in Martinsburg, West Virginia, and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot happening here.
I thought you were in Florida. I'm sorry. But I'm in Florida, so I thought you were there. You had just done a concert here, I think. So
Yeah. We toured down the East Coast and up, and
there you go.
Florida was rad. The beach, especially. It was crazy to see the beach change from St. Pete with the red tide down to Miami, where it was like crystal clear blue water.
Oh, nice. Be careful around New Smyrna Beach, though. A lot of shark attacks. My sister lives over there. It's ironic, but I saw an article about like the 10 worst beaches in the world, and two of them I live close to. New Smyrna Beach here in Florida, and Shenzhen Beach, where I lived in China, was one of the worst beaches. They were both in the top 5. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Actually, in Rory and St. Pete, we went down and we were staying in a family friend's kind of condo thing that overlooked the beach. And it was really, really cool, and would have been really great, but it was foreshadowed, this weird metaphor for our planet. We would look out and see the beach and open the screen door of the back porch on tour at this place, and we'd walk out, and we get this harsh smell of dead fish.
Oh, no.
And then we'd walk the beach and we'd see millions of fish just on the ground, dead, rotting. And then not 3 days later, they've cleaned it all up. The smell is gone. The town is forgotten, Yeah.
That's the west coast of Florida. If for people who don't know, Clearwater, St. Petersburg. I actually started doing comedy there back in the 80s. And there was a big comedy scene in that area, and I went to USF there. And yeah, the beaches used to be touted as some of the most beautiful beaches. But
what's happening?
Well, according to Stephen Hawking, stupidity and greed are going to kill this planet. It's just going to destroy this planet.
Like 100 years or something like that.
But George Carlin also said that, when it happens, the planet's just going to shake us off like a bunch of bad fleas.
Right.
And it's going to flourish.
Yeah. Heal itself that quickly again.
Mm-hmm. That's the reset button. Do you have a fan base yet?
Kind of.
Tell us about your fans.
My fans are the best, because fans that I have wind up becoming friends, and I get all like smiley, gushy, talking about fans, because they're good to me, There are people on Facebook and people like you guys that invite me to be on the show.
Yeah, man.
I went to Africa one time on a youth mission trip, and there's still like one or two people from Africa that will say, "Hey, how's your music going?" You know, and it's wild.
So you got a lot of international fans from Socially Distant Fest.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. SDF has been a network.
Well, I know you caught my eye when I first saw you perform. I'm like, wow, man, this kid is talented. And again, I said kid because you look like you were just out of high school to me. I was like, man, this kid should not have this much talent.
Yeah, until I'm 30, until I'm like 34, I think I'm a kid.
But I won't do that anymore. I know you're 26 now. I won't do that anymore.
Me being 2 years younger than Jess,
you have a baby face,
notes.
I'm just very thankful. I'm 57. I'm very thankful that I look as young as I do. So, who are some of your allies in music? I know you're friends with Ivan Basil.
Oh yeah,
who I've been mentioning a lot on this show lately. He's got a lot of friends.
Yes, he's good at making them. Yeah, what can you say about Ivan except everything that he does is awesome, you know? His TV show Empire of Excellence, he is a great example of kind of how to be a musician to me. He reaches out to the other creators in his community and is like, not only am I trying to do my thing and do it really, really well, but I want you to get involved no matter who you are. Let's go. That's Ivan to me. And Empire of Excellence is all the better because of that diversity and inclusivity to me.
And he sings to cows.
And he sings to cows.
You know,
who is that guy?
You gotta love that. Can you play some more music for us?
Absolutely.
All right. I know they want to hear it. I want to hear it.
My friend Mickey Sharp likes this song. This is a song called Slow Down.
He was just on the show. Another ally.
Oh, yeah. And on tour, Eric and June and I were all, we were jamming to this song, and I came up with a new little ending for it. And I don't have any effects tonight because I was trying to copy Jay. Jay, you are so good, dude. It's a pleasure to be on this with you. It sucks to have to follow.
We had to put him on first because we didn't know what his signal was going to be like, so we had to put him on first.
Cool. All right, here we go. Slow down. I used to wonder where I'd go when I died. Was that something I could look in the eyes? Some folks believe that we take to the skies, at least those that go to heaven. I grew up wondering if I'm fully alive, and if my dead parts might be revived. What it takes for hope to survive in a world full of transgressions. I'm no shining example of a pure heart. I'm a constant beggar for a fresh start, missing the mark more than not. Opposite the definition of sure shot. I know what I've got to do to grow out of what I've been and back again in hope. No more of this one man picture show. Pedal to the floor, cause I won't go slow till you slow me down. Not until you slow me down, 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 Somehow I found myself inside a speeding car downtown, racing to another meeting. Heartbeat pounding, feels a lot like what I'm needing, until it feels a lot like I got internal bleeding. Can't start a moment of emancipation. Pack the U-Haul and take an extended vacation. Scream the call till you arrive at your destination. Don't sell out to your desperation. I'm no shining example of a pure heart. I'm a constant beggar for a fresh start. Missing the mark more than not. Opposite your definition, a sure shot. I know what I gotta do to grow. I know what I've been and back again in the hole. No more of this one man picture show. Pedal to the floor, 'cause I won't go slow until you slow me down. You not until you've slowed me down. Slow me down. All right. I can't get right till you slow me down. Day is night until you slow me down. Wrong is right until you slow me down. Just not myself, but then you say you're loving down. I can't get right till you slow me down. Day is night until you slow me down. Wrong is right till you slow me down. I'm just not myself until you say you love me down. Till you slow me down. You slow down. Not until you slow me down. You slow. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Awesome.
All right.
One of the things that impressed me when I first saw you was your voice. It's a very powerful voice. I'm going to tell you a story.
Thank you.
I'm going to share something with you that not a lot of people know, and that was I hosted karaoke shows when I lived in Lake City, Florida, back in the early 90s. And we had a girl that came into our karaoke. She was like 15 years old, and she could sing like Leanne Rimes, like powerful. She was just unbelievable. I had to turn the machine volume down when she would get up on the microphone because she just could belt out a tune. And I said to myself, this girl's she's gonna be famous someday. She's gonna go on to be famous someday. I don't think she ever did. I think unfortunately that it wasn't in the cards for her. She didn't meet the right people. But I'm telling you now, as somebody who's seen a lot of talent over the years, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Rory.
Keep going on Socially Distant Fest. Keep going out to live performances. Do you have an agent now?
I don't. No.
Okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and when it does happen, you're going to take off. I'm telling you right now. Your voice is very powerful, and again, you have a really good singing voice, and you're a talented musician as well. But I know you're going to go places. And Jay, I know you're going to go places too because you're very talented. You're very creative. You're already doing CDs now. So again, I have two very talented people on my show. I'm very happy for that. I'm very, very humbled and very happy by that. This is a wonderful time tonight. We've had so many people texting in. Mickey's watching the show. She's saying, "Oh."
Yep.
So everybody that we know from SDF and from
Hey, Sandy.
Over My House tuned in tonight.
And Rory, I'll add one thing more to what you said. Two very inspirational people as well, because Jay and especially Jess are giving me a lot of courage and a lot of great ideas musically. And to see Jess and to see what he's doing, him only being 2 years older than me, I mean, hey, it's giving me a lot of confidence.
Just don't put the guitar down, Jonathan.
I ain't gonna do that, man.
As Walt Disney said, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward.
Amen.
Can I get you to do one more song for us before we go?
Absolutely.
All right, fantastic.
I wonder if it would be okay if I did a cover.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you want to do.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna unabashedly Google the lyrics really quickly.
Okay.
Oh,
that's when you know you're really doing it, when you're Googling the lyrics and all. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty of
Don't get this guy any shows.
No, don't say that. Everyone here has done that at some point during the stream.
See, now, and if you hadn't said anything, we would never have known.
I could have casually talked my way through it.
If you hadn't said anything, they never would have known.
Yeah, like the out-of-tune guitar in the opening. But anyway, I digress.
Well, y'all, this is a song, I think it was written pre-1970 by a guy named Robbie Basho.
Okay.
It's called Blue Crystal Fire.
I love Robbie Basho.
Blue crystal fire, blue crystal fire, burn brightly in me, burn brightly in me, my love. Smooth singing sunshine, smooth singing sunshine, wrap your blanket round me, wrap your blanket round me, my love. Fast flowing waterfall, fast flowing waterfall, wash my tears away, wash my tears away, my love. Deep within the forest, deep within the forest, there I wait for you. There I wait for you, my love. Dear silver antlers, dear with silver antlers. Come and dance with me. Come and dance with me, my love. With me, my love. Crystal fire, blue crystal fire, burn brightly in me, be my rhapsody, my love.
Fantastic show.
Wow.
Thank you, Jay Thompson.
Awesome
Thank you,
stuff.
Jess Cantley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan and Renee. Have a good night, everybody.
Love y'all.